What's up, guys? It's Broman back here in Destiny to go over the fantastical Bungie weekly update that gives us a little bit more information about my personal favorite activity in the game, strikes. Now, I made a little video last week hoping about the changes they might be bringing, hoping that maybe this was the content gap slaying change. And we could all chuckle and laugh and go, haha, I don't care about waiting till House of Wolves, because look at this shit. Unfortunately, nope. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. What it was a little bit of change to matchmaking. Now, I thought it was going to be a monumental change, but not anymore. So basically, from now on, you are not going to be able to solo the weekly heroic strike because it will have forced matchmaking, just like any other strike playlist. So the weekly heroic strike is no longer something you can solo, and they're going to drop you in there with other people so you can get that stuff done. Now, I know what you're thinking. Whoa, that's the weekly. What about the Nightfall and the raid? And it sounds like the design team is still pretty set against adding matchmaking to the Nightfall and to the raid, because, to kind of quote them loosely, they really think that those are player experiences that are driven by kind of a community of friends. So you're going to be playing with that because of the people you're playing with. The Nightfall, if you get booted, they want you to have the same group going back in. In the raid, they want you to have improved communication and things like that. And if that's their design philosophy, I don't know how long it will take to get matchmaking in raids or matchmaking in the Nightfalls, which makes me pretty damn sad, because I think that that's something that people have been asking for since day one. That was the biggest complaint I dealt with on stream. Thousands of people, why can't I do raid matchmaking? Blah! And even though websites like the 100.io and websites like the Fireteam subreddit and Destiny Looking for Group are wonderful, and they've been featured by Bungie as locations where you can reach out, I think everyone just wants it to be inside of the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just like me, I love the grimoire of this game, but holy shitballs, why can't I access it in the game? It's a big problem that I would love to see addressed. I definitely, I know I sound a little bothered, but I'm not bothered, man. I really understand the design choices. I understand what they're going for, but I guess what I'm saying is I as much as I respect that, I feel like the user base might be asking for different design choices. And as always, I don't make recommendations without following it with a suggestion. I don't know if I've spoken about this for raid matchmaking, but the idea that I had for raid matchmaking is a little bit more involved. Like, I understand the problems that they have to overcome when it comes to raid matchmaking, but I do think that it's doable. I'm not going to talk about it right now because it's a little bit of a complex idea. We'll probably do the next video on how I think raid matchmaking could work. But the problem is it involves implementing a whole bunch of new systems into the game that aren't already there. And anytime we're talking about adding a new system, it's a little complicated. I mean, it took them forever just to add a couple of the other things that are in the weekly updates previously, like the graphic user interface to check your rank on all of the factions. You know, the things that seem simple, but adding elements into a game is always rough. But aside from the big change, which is the weekly, there were a couple other smaller changes that have been made. Grimoire cards are going to drop more frequently. Xur is going to bring exotic engrams every fucking week. Apparently, that's what it sounds like. He's going to stop forgetting to bring engrams, which I just am so excited about. I mean, come on. And Iron Banner is going to continue to work as promised with a greater variety of maps in rotation once the update hits. Obviously, it's not right now. And strike maps and crucible maps, this is the big one, are going to repeat less. So no more Omnigul 10,000 times in a row. Because that shit is annoying. Oh my god, I hated that shit. But it's going to get fixed, and that is great. And there's other stuff they're going to detail once we go for launch. Soon TM. is kind of how we end there. So there's probably some other stuff too. I wouldn't expect any more big changes. I kind of got my hopes up for that, and then I got let down. But at the end of the day, they are moving everything in a positive direction, and they are adding things that players have requested, although they might be at on a smaller scale than complete, all the matchmaking at once. Which, honestly, I mean, as soon as they got it, I wanted to roll it out. I'm happy they've done that. I am very happy they've done that. Thanks for watching today, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and do not forget that I fucking love each and every one of you, and I will catch you guys next time in Destiny.